Hey mates, I'm Alex.
And I'm Gastón.
Welcome to Power Mates.
This is a place to learn and share about Fabric and Power Platform. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel with your friends and colleagues. And today we are talking about right out of the latest blog post yesterday, Microsoft just posted Fabric Jumpstart and how it can change the way you start a Fabric project.
So Gaston, how long does it take, to you to set up a Fabric demo from scratch, for example?
Honestly, Alex, yeah,
Yeah.
like defining all the artifacts and the medallion, notebooks, semantics, and reports, and all the stuff. Honestly, that can be a few hours on a
Mhm.
good day, maybe full day if the data source is a little bit ugly, and that's after you've done 10 times or even more.
Okay, right. So now, what if I told you, the PowerMate community, there's a way to go from empty workspace to fully deploy Fabric solution? Data, notebooks, pipelines, semantic model, live report, and under 5 minutes.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about this is one command. We are talking just one Python command inside a Fabric notebook. That's it.
If you've ever burned, half a day setting up a POC just to show a client what Fabric can do, I'm pretty sure this video is for you. Let's talk about the real problem. You are heading into a client discovery call, for example, and they want to see Fabric in action, not just the boring slides.
And building a real demo is quite expensive. So you need synthetic data that makes sense, notebooks that actually run, a semantic model that doesn't fall over, and that reports that tells a really great story. So that days of work, it's a lot.
Yeah, and also and even if you have built it before, you can't just hand it to someone else. That they have to rebuild it in their workspace, for example, wire up their capacities, and also configure everything from scratch again.
Yeah, this is kind of the adoption friction that nobody talks about. Fabric is incredible once it's running, but getting it running is the hard part.
But until now.
Microsoft just released the Fabric Jumpstart catalog, open source, official, and you can go at jumpstart.fabric.microsoft.com. Each Jumpstart is a complete self-contained Fabric solution, real workloads, real architecture, synthetic data included.
And the deployment mechanism is a Python library. Just that.
Yeah, it's just pip install Fabric Jumpstart, running that in a notebook. You run that inside a notebook, then you call the jumpstart.install, and with the solution name, that's it. It creates everything. The lakehouse loads the data, set up the pipelines, deploys the semantic models, publish the report end to end.
Yeah, and this is huge for the community, because it's not just Microsoft solutions in the catalog. Anyone can contribute. So we'll get to that soon.
Yeah, the catalog today has 5 solutions: real-time grid intelligence, multivariate anomaly detections, Spark stateful streaming tutorials, and at getting started with materials view. So, and this is just the start. The catalog is going to keep growing.
Yeah, so for those maybe outside the box, it's like, think of it like a GitHub for Fabric solutions. You browse, you install, and you build on top of it. So let's talk about use cases.
Yeah, for example, manufacturing, deploy, the multivariate anomaly detections, Jumpstart, and you got that, sensor monitoring baseline that any plant floor team can understand in just 20 minutes.
And for example, on the financial services side of the house, real-time grid intelligence maps directly, for example, to live transaction monitoring. The architecture is the same. The data schema is a little bit different.
Yeah, for consulting, compress your POC time from 2 weeks into just 2 days. Deploy, swap the synthetic data for a real extract customize the reports, you're presenting something real to the client before the end of the sprint.
And for example, let's think on internal enablement. New Fabric engineers on your team don't need a senior architect to spin up a working environment, for example. They install the Jumpstart, explore the code, and learn from a real solution.
And the contribution, you build something good by yourself, you can submit back to the catalog. Your architecture becomes the starting point for thousands of different users globally.
So, okay, PowerMate, let's see this in action. So, Gaston, you want to take us through it?
Yeah, of course. Let's go to my machine and let's go. Let's see a little bit the Fabric workspace. So this is one of the workspace that I have in my Fabric tenant. And first of all, I would love to show you this. This is the jumpstart.fabric.microsoft.com, where you can see the catalog, how to get started, and all the stuff. So you can go and understand all that you have to do here to install any of these solutions. You have the whole catalog. You can jump for the first time and you can see all the catalog of the different solutions coming all together. But let's go back in terms of how I can install it. So first of all, what you need to do is in your Fabric workspace. In my case, I have this workspace up and running, demos 2026 dry run. So the first thing is new item. In the new item, you need to go and create a new notebook here. So you have the option to create a new notebook. In my case, I already create this. But then after you create the new notebook, no, that's it. And you don't need a VM, you don't need a local Python environment, you don't need anything like that. So you create your notebook, and I'm gonna open my notebook here. After you create your notebook, you're gonna see all this. You have your first line, and in this first line I'm installing, and this is only the first time. The first time you're gonna see this, and you can run this, and this is really important. You can run this to uh, F2, F4, F8 capacity, doesn't matter. You don't need a premium SKU to run this library. Uh, and the other big question is, hey, Gaston, can I run this in my Fabric trial capacity? Yes, you can. So the very first step here is installing this library, the Fabric Jumpstart. You can see my command here, pip install Fabric Jumpstart. You run this, you can see my log here, that everything runs smoothly on my notebook. Then after this, and while this is running, this is something that we don't need to configure tenant ID, no client secret, no connection string. The library picks up the Fabric session context automatically. It knows what workspace it's in.
So, and that is the part that would have taken 20 minutes to set up manually a year
Yeah,
ago.
exactly. And at that minimum, all the stuff, setting up the service principal, the app registration, the second rotation, all of that is gone. The managed identity does the work for us. So we run this process. What's next? We can browse the catalog. So after you run this, you are going to be running this one, that is import fabric underscore shop start, and then jumpstart dot list. After you do this, you're gonna see the discover Fabric Jumpstart. So you are gonna see in your notebook the overall experience. So you can see all our solutions here: the real-time intelligence, the multivariant anomaly detections, the Spark straightforward streaming with RocksDB, getting started, and all the stuff. So you see everything here, and you also see how to use every single Python script to install that solution in your own workspace, and you can see multiple solutions there and all the Python script. So after you navigate everything here, then you run this command that is jumpstart.install. And then you name exactly the solution. In our case, if you see there, I am running this command, and for this demo, we are taking the real-time grid intelligence. So in this visual, you'll see the jumpstart install grid intelligence. And after the overall step-by-step process, you are going to see that this solution is creating, and the whole creation that is happening behind the scenes is creating Eventhouse, that's the KQL database container. Then it's going to create an event stream, which is the ingestion pipeline. Then it's going to be wiring the event stream output into the KQL database table. Then it's going to be loading the synthetic sensor data. After that, it's going to be creating a whole semantic model pointing at the KQL data, and it finally publish a whole Power BI report.
And you can see on what Gastón is showing the items appearing, in the workspace explorer. So on the left at its go. So that's the part that always gets, a reaction in a live demo.
Yeah, you can see here all the items coming, to life. The simulation with all the notebooks, with the store and query, what we discussed before. And this is everything that is set up automatically just for you, and the visualization as well. That is the pretty much the exploration of what's going on. So as we see, the event stream canvas, all the source transformation, every single artifact is coming together. We need to just configure, how we are going to be connecting the real event, with all the streamings. In this jumping start is generating synthetic grid, sensors readings, the destination on the right routes, and everything into the KQL table. So if you were building this from scratch, this canvas alone would take you more than 1 hour to configure everything correctly.
Yeah, and it's a real scenario. You would swap that synthetic source for the event hub, IoT hub, Kafka, whatever your real data source is, the rest of the pipeline stay the same.
Exactly, and the one of the things that I would love to leverage here is, that's the main point of this. The architectural production grade, you are not learning on a toy example. It's not dummy data. Now the KQL database, for example, if we open the KQL, you're gonna see that it's showing real data, and you can check all the data from sensors reality. You are going to get in live data, timestamps, sensors ID, voltage, current, anomaly flags. This is the main table. So it's writing real time data, and this is what the report is built on.
So, and of course, KQL is fast. So this query on millions of rows returns in milliseconds. So that's why the RTI uses. You can't do this on a regular SQL warehouse when data is arriving every second.
And we're gonna, take a look more deeply after we configure everything on this demo. But the whole report live here tiles. You don't need to refresh any button. The data is gonna be streaming from the event streams into the KQL database, and the dashboard of this solution is gonna be polling every few seconds. So
Yeah, so this is what, for example, a utility company's grid operations center looks like, or a manufacturing floor, or a hospital monitoring equipment. The data changes, but the story change.
And the main thing here is that it's all connected between all the artifacts. So if I go back to the event stream or something like that, you can check every single artifacts coming to life. That means that if I had a new KQL query and I can add a new tile, everything is live.
So the thing that gets me is like You didn't write a single line of an infrastructure code to get there. You didn't configure a database schema, write an injection pipeline, or design a data model. That was all done for you. You went straight to the business layer.
And that's a real unlock here. You
Yeah.
spent your time on the story and not the plumbing.
Here is the takeaway. So Fabric Jumpstart is the fastest way to go from zero to a working real world Fabric solution. One command after and maybe under 5 minutes.
And it matters for different groups of people. People who want to learn Fabric and need a real starting point, practitioners who want to, compress POC timelines, and contributors who want to share what they built with the global community.
Yeah, right. And again, the catalog is at jumpstart.fabric.microsoft.com. The Python library it's on the PIPI. So the PIP install Fabric Jumpstart, and the GitHub repo it's open. So github.com/Microsoft/Fabric Jumpstart. All links are in the description, so you can go there.
And if you want to see us build on top of one of these jump started, add a data agent or customize the semantic model, extend the pipeline, or just drop a comment and tell us which industry you want to see, and we are going to be doing that.
So as usual, PowerMate, if this helps, hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's free and really helps to reach others who want to learn more. So stay powerful, PowerMate, and join us on this journey.
And remember that together, we are going to be unlocking the full potential of Power Platform and Microsoft Fabric.
Yeah.